let's go ahead and get this car talk started. We're stuck in some traffic, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll manage. Now, unfortunately for us, we're going to be going around the same time as the class, but I think we're at least going to be able to at least do our first two exercises without any crazy noise, but who knows? Who knows? So just expect that. It's been giving me a little bit extra homework when I get back home and I have to edit the video. Sometimes it's a bit hard. Sometimes I almost want to mute certain sections just because it's so loud that you can only really just hear music, and it can get a little problematic, just because I can get copyrighted or whatnot. Sometimes depending on what kind of song it is or whatever, it gets restricted in certain regions of the world, and I don't know about that. I don't know about that. So we've been having to play a little bit more with the sound, which it's just kind of what it's like, when you're going to public gyms, really. You kind of have to just roll with the punches. Sometimes it's going to be extra busy. Sometimes it's going to be extra loud. It's just kind of what it is, It's just kind of what it is. Now, I do have to talk a lot louder during those clips because I have noticed that I can hardly hear myself. And if I can't hear myself when I'm looking back at the clips, I'm sure you guys can't hear me either. So I got to talk louder. I got to talk louder. And I need to make sure that you guys can hear me. And so I expect my voice to sound a lot more loud during those clips. It might sound maybe like I'm screaming at you guys, but I promise I'm not. I promise I'm not. Imagine next thing you know, you're eating a bowl of cereal as you're watching the video, and it cuts to the clip of me screaming at you guys, trying to get you guys to hear what I'm saying. That's probably not ideal for you guys now. But anyways, our back, yesterday was such a good back day. I want every single back day to be just like that. Everything felt pretty good. My muscle connection was there. Honestly, the weighted pull-ups, amazing, man. I think I just took a little while to really incorporate the weighted pull-ups into the routine, just because I wasn't sure how confident I was actually getting a solid 10 with just body weight or a little bit more. But because we do a lot of slow and controlled, it does make it a lot harder, the path throughout the whole thing. So when you dead hang pull-ups, for sure, those bad boys are a lot more difficult. And so now that we're incorporating those weighted pull-ups, once we get to our body weight pull-ups, those are going to be way easier if we start things off on our back day with some body weight pull-ups. I think we can for sure crank up now at least a solid 12. I want to say that. Now, you guys might see that I get maybe around 6, maybe 8 on my last sets of pull-ups, but that's just because it's already on my last one. And on the last 2, I was doing weighted, so it can really take a toll on the energy and on the muscle. So I can't really expect for myself to get like hella more right after doing some heavy ones before that. But the weighted belt was awesome. Best $25 I think is what I spent on it. Best $25 I've invested. Super, super dope. I was just telling Phoenix yesterday that he put me onto those because for the longest time I would see people using them, and I just never really got into actually getting my own. And just getting your own is a lot better than the ones that they provide at the gym, to be completely honest. They also give you bigger chains when you order them by yourself instead of using the ones from the gym. I feel like those chains that they be having are hella small. They can hardly go through the weight. So it was a lot better for us to get our own. So it was a good investment. I would say it was a good investment. Sometimes some of those things are really worth it, like the wrist wraps, sometimes even the stomach belts that help you stabilize and everything, brace your core. Now, you don't always have to use them, but they're there as an accessory if you need them during a lift. And if they're going to get you more gains, why not use them? Why not use them? Especially when it comes to plateaus, If you throw on some elbow sleeves on a chest press or whatever kind of chest press or whatever, you're going to notice that it's going to feel a lot different, a lot bouncier. So you're going to get a few more reps, so then you can slow down a lot more in that one. You can get really comfortable with the weight that you were kind of plateaued at, And then once you hit it again, you'll feel a little bit more comfortable, and hopefully you get another rep and just kind of progress that way. That's just kind of how we sometimes think about the weight when we're plateaued and we kind of want to hit it that way. Anyways, let's talk about the workout for today. We got legs. Now, we got a quad focused leg day. We're doing hack squats, like I mentioned. Hopefully it's available once we get there. We got hack squats for hopefully 2. After that, we're gonna do leg press for a solid 2. And I think we're gonna stick to the leg press for calves as well, because there's no calf raise machine at the gym yet. And since the weight's already set up there, we usually do 3 plates on each side with a 35 on each side as well. And that usually really cranks up the calves. And I would almost say that our calves have come a long way. From when we first started, I want to say they look way better. So we for sure have been making gains. And I think doing it on that leg press has been such a game changer. It feels hella good. And you can really stack on some weight on there. So it's been feeling pretty nice. Now, thankfully, we moved on from using A&D on our tattoo to just using Lubriderm, which is it's a unscented lotion, and it's pretty good. That's usually what I recommend. It's also pretty hydrating, and so I use that periodically throughout the day. And I also wash my calf area at least 3 times a day, so that way it's clean and everything's good. Last thing we need is an infection down there. But we're going to be wearing some pants. We're not going to be wearing the knee sleeves because we don't want the knee sleeves, as we're pulling them up, to be scratching the tattoo a bunch. That's the last thing we need. So we're just going to be rocking the belt for the first few sets and then go from there. So after we do calf raises, we're going to move over to some leg extensions for, I'm thinking, 2 to 3. It just really depends. 2 to 3. I think that should be pretty good. Ending our quad day on either 6 sets or 7 sets. And now, the way you can kind of take a look at how you break down your sets throughout the week, an optimal way to work out any muscle group is getting anywhere from 10 to 20 sets. Now, it's on you to divide that on what you want to do, but 10 through 20 sets is the optimal range. Now, it really just depends now on a personal level. Would, let's say, 7 sets on the first chest day make it so then on the next chest day you can't hit it again because it's so sore? Or should you hit 6 sets and then next time you hit it again on your second time, you're not sore anymore and you can hit it for another 6 sets, and that's already 12, which is on the optimal range. So sometimes it can be a little bit different for some people. Some people need a little bit more volume, some people need a little bit less. It really depends, but that 10 to 20 rep range is a sweet spot. And then just set up your split that way. So that way you can hit your muscle groups twice a week. I think when it comes to bodybuilding, hitting it twice a week is ideal. You don't want to be hitting it just once a week, especially when it comes to big muscle groups like legs. And those bad boys sometimes they can be tricky to grow. And sometimes you got to put them in through some intense workouts. And hitting them twice a week, I think, is the right move. So don't be skipping out and just be hitting your muscle groups once a week. The way I kind of like to put it is, if you put in once a week worth of training, expect once a week worth of results. That's just kind of how I like to look at it. Anyways, after that, I kind of started going off on a tangent. I'm telling you guys, I'm a fucking talker sometimes. I lose track of the main topic. But we're gonna do legs. We already know we're gonna do legs because that's what I've been talking about this whole time. What am I talking about? We're gonna do leg extensions to finish off quads, 2 to 3 sets. Just kind of depends. I'm not sure just yet. And then we're gonna move over to the adductor machine, hit that bad boy for 4 sets. We didn't hit it on the first day, which was on Monday, so we're for sure hitting it today. After that, we're gonna move to biceps. I'm thinking we're gonna be using the other side of the gym, which is a lot more quieter, where the class is not at. So we can do some bicep curl. No, I stand corrected. Here I go, man. Losing track of what we were originally talking about, the exercise. But You know how I was telling you guys how I wanted to do an extra set of biceps on Monday, and I was like, you know what? Let me do an extra one standing up. I'm gonna do a seven. Tell me why my biceps are not recovered. They did not recover, and I almost knew it. And I told myself, dude, just don't do that extra one because I mean it's gonna feel nice, it's gonna be good, but you might not recover, and that's what ended up happening. So if I would have stuck to six, I knew I would have recovered for today, but that's just kind of what it's like. So I think what we're gonna end up doing is pushing today's bicep workout to tomorrow. So tomorrow is going to be a chest. It's gonna be a long one. Now that I think about it, it's gonna be a chest, triceps, or full arms because it's gonna be triceps and biceps, and we're gonna be doing hamstrings. So it's gonna be a bit of a busy one tomorrow. We're gonna be a little bit more modified, and that's okay. I've been telling you guys that it's okay to modify your workouts on the fly sometimes if you need to, just based on how sore you are. Maybe you did an extra set, similar to what I did today, and I didn't get in, and I wasn't able to recover on time. So what I'm gonna do is just push that to the next time or to the next day, and then I'll be good for the next time because I have Sunday as a rest day and it just gives me an extra 24 hours to recover, which is nice. Or for the next time is what I meant earlier. I'm saying the same word repeatedly kind of messed me up a little bit. Anyways, we're gonna take the pre. We're gonna head over to the gym. I'm thinking we might throw in some forearms just so we don't have to throw them in tomorrow because it's already gonna be a long one. I think we might do that. So I think we might include some clips at the end of our leg routine. I'll throw in some forearm clips because why not? Anyways, I'll see you guys at the gym. I'm gonna take the pre. Hopefully, it's not too packed in there. We made it there. No, the paper is not packed. It's not. So I think we're gonna run through the first two sets. Hopefully, pretty easy. Now I'm gonna warm up without any weight. Then I'm gonna put a plate. See how that feels. And I'm thinking my cost is gonna be 25. I hope I'm just trying to see how many you can get without with that. But no for this. All right. I'll see you guys in the next for the action. More like get the whole flow time. I might start trying out these free non-strength workouts during leg day. Just because I feel like when it gets my heart rate and shit go crazy, usually a little bit towards the end of my set, I can hardly fucking breathe or control my breathing. I think this is my heart rate is so fucking elevated. So I think I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna try it non-stop on my leg days. See how that fucking goes. Okay. Let's see how this is feeling now. I was gonna think that maybe these shoes were gonna kind of be a problem, but they're okay. What's up, bro? What you doing today? Some legs? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, I'm fucking barely starting this one. Hopefully it goes well, bro. Fucking tired today. You got just tomorrow? Yeah. So I'm fucking down. I'm down. I'm not let me know. Yeah. Let me know. Okay. That's not too bad. Let's put on the belt. Let's put some weight on. Let me actually put some music on. Yeah. Originally, I was gonna do 25 spot. I think the change around just be good fun. And choice to go fucking hard at that. Hopefully we can get a solid fucking 6 8. That's what I'm hoping for. I'll have to see. I think Philippe's gonna get us through this. I think I'm gonna take off my shoes. Yeah, I kind of want to give a fucking vacuum. I'm gonna get two more fights. Let's do this one. Let's try to get as many as we can. All right, fuck the one more. Oh. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one now. We're gonna do some for 2 sets. Then I'm gonna do some calf raises here. I usually just put my feet here, hit that bubble for 4. After that, I think we're gonna go do the adductors. And we're also gonna do some leg extensions, but let's take 3 plates for a ride. Try to get that deep stretch. Fucking hope for the best. Ah, one more. Just like that. Like the same thing. Oh, dirty break these kicking ass. I swear those high squats were hard as fuck. We're supporting one of the homies for his pressing movements. Got a little bit extra break, which should hopefully correlate to a few more extra reps on this, or at least get a solid 8 where they feel enough. So I don't want to be too comfortable now. There's no wrong. Okay, we have leg extensions up next. So I'm gonna stay here for 4 sets of calf raises. I'll see you guys for some leg extensions up next. Let's go ahead. Let's do 2 sets of these now. We're gonna take 210 for a ride, get as many as we can. And then after that, then we're gonna take 195 for a spin. But let's get a solid 7 to 9 for this first set. After that, we're gonna move to the one right next to us. And we're gonna do some adductors, work on the inner part of the leg, get it nice and meaty. All right, let's do this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. You got it. Already done. We're already on 3 guys. Seeing on the goal is seeing on the goal is seeing on the goal. I fucking hate these sometimes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Fuck, do they hurt? We're gonna drop set this as a tiny bit from the 210 to the 195 and maybe hit it for 2 more.
And I think we'll be good. Fucking good. I'm telling you guys. I'm cooked. Nice. This is the whole picture. Yes. Lunch. Yeah. So you go here. Okay. That wasn't too bad. Now, what's kind of the problem is that part of the tattoo is kind of in the back of my knee. And so when it's hitting this part, it's also kind of rubbing on my tattoo, which is not ideal, but I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I'm going to take a 5-minute breather. I think we're going to take the 190s first. I think I'll be good. Let's go ahead and do our last one. Now, we're going to do 190. I think we can get a solid 8 with that. After that, we're done with it. Man, we're done with fucking quads. We're going to move it to the deadlift, just finish off legs with that. Yeah, I think we're going to go biceps on the other side and work to life wider. So let's have the 192 testing. Let's hope we get a solid 8 to 10. I think it's a sweet spot. Let's see how this goes. All right, I'm ready to go vertical. 50 years. We need the final down. Now we'll hold it here. Just like this, one to down. Yeah, I will. Almost there. Fine. What not? I don't hold that. I don't hold that. That's what it is. Yeah, that was cool. There was no way. Okay. Let's launch to the adductors now. I won't be recording those, so I'll see you guys for some forearms. Because we're not doing any biceps today. My biceps are still fucking cooked from Monday. Okay. Now, this today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than usual. I'm going to throw in a set of my forearm workouts. So I'm going to do the motorcycles, I like to call them. And then I'll show you guys what I do for the inner forearm. But I'm going to do 4 fucking sets. I almost thought that they were going to recover yesterday. Because when I was kind of like moving my hand around, that shit was so fucking tight. And it was also super sore. So I was like, you know what? It might not recover on time. But thankfully, I woke up this morning, biceps fucking sore. A little unfortunate because we couldn't hit them today, but we're gonna hit them tomorrow. But at least our forearms are good, so we can do that. All right, let me show you the first one. Let's do 40 kg. See how they. Let's see how that treats. Yes. Yes, give me that. That's like my guys. Try on second. Yeah, go for it. Ah, good job, good job. Let's see, down 20 push-ups, 30 seconds. Warming arm up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Let's go, let's go, push up. Form a mark up. No. Let's go. Come on. Now. Good job. We're working on our inner side. What do we do? Stack a little bit more weight so we can do 60 kg. Let's go. Pretty close to it. Let it hang on my fingertips. And I just curl up. I think I'm gonna just do two more. I'm gonna be honest. I feel like if I do a fourth one, I'm gonna fucking rip my fucking forearm. So let's just do two more. I'll see you guys for the post on up next. Okay. We're gonna have to do things a little bit different today. There's a bit of a class going on outside. We're a little bit unprepared. I didn't bring any shorts, so today's gonna have to be a boxer type of pose down. And like says, show the legs. So we're gonna see what kind of damage we did today. And then we're gonna get out of here and go eat some good food. Now I'm thinking some chicken strips, honestly, with some rice might do the trick. But I'm kind of thinking maybe that pasta that we picked up from Costco might also be good. We'll have to see once we get home. Anyways, let's see what kind of damage we did here. I don't know about you guys, but things have been looking pretty nice, man. The quad gains have been fucking awesome. I won't even lie to you guys. I'm telling you guys, hit quads at least twice a week, and your gains are gonna fucking thank you, man. Okay, I think that's it. We gotta get out of here. There's only two bathrooms on this gym, so we can't be taking up too much time here. Now, today was a bit of a rougher one, but I think we put in some fucking work and we did some good fucking damage. So I'm pretty content. Anyways, I'm gonna go enjoy some good food. I'll see you guys tomorrow. First some chest, first some triceps, maybe some hamstrings. Remember, stay consistent. Don't skip your cardio.